Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Narat Below, and I'm a Nigerian immigrant based in Saskatchewan, Canada. I came to this country on a work visa through the SIND Art of Use Skill pilot program, and I currently reside in Saskatchewan, Canada. Every week, I post useful content on here, and these has to deal with my lifestyle and experiences I've moved to Canada. So, on today's topic, I believe you've already seen the topic. It's all about how I give birth on work permit for free. And if this is your first time of clicking on my channel, thank you so much for dropping by because it means a lot to me. I'll encourage that you subscribe to my channel and hit on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And this will also help my YouTube algorithm to bring my content as one of the suggestions when people are searching for this kind of topic. And to my oldies, thank you so much for always showing all the love. Thank you for coming back here to watch my content over and over again. I mean, I see your views and it keeps me happy and it keeps me going. I just want to do more. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, welcome back. So, just a little recap. Actually, I've talked about this a little bit in my previous video. You might want to catch up on that, and I'll just do a little recap just for you to know about this journey. So, I came to Canada while I was pregnant with my baby, and that was February this year. At the time, I was 5 months pregnant. So, when I came here, I told my employer that I was pregnant, and then I was only able to work for a few months, and after working I had to go for maternity leave. And mind you, in Canada, you are allowed to go for maternity leave for 1 year or even more than that, but because I'm from Nigeria, we only take 3 months maternity leave. So I told my employer that I would not be taking the whole year off, that I'll be back after 3 months of maternity leave, and I'm gonna bring my siblings or my parents, my mom especially, to come over and help me with the baby while I return to work. Okay, so there's something called employment insurance, EI. Well, you're only eligible to apply for employment insurance when you've worked a particular hours, about 600 hours in the last 52 weeks. So that is when you are entitled to apply or to receive the benefits while you are away from work. So, I was unable to work for a long time, so I was not eligible to apply for that. So, while I was on maternity leave, I wasn't receiving any employment insurance benefits. So, that's just it. Okay, so when you come to Canada, there is one thing you have to do. I'm gonna make a video on the things that you have to do immediately you land in Canada. So one of it, for the sake of this video, is that you register through the National Health Insurance Program that is available in the province that you are. For example, in here in Saskatchewan, we have what we call SACS Health Card. So they are the National Health Insurance Program that is available here. I applied through them, and then my family also did, my husband, my son, and myself. So after the application, it took about 8 weeks for them to go through our application and then they gave us a health card. So it is with this health card that you can access health care for free. Without this health card, I mean, you cannot access any of the health care for free here. So it is very important that you register immediately when you land in Canada, because it takes some time to get for you to get the card. So when I got here, I applied through the National Health Insurance programs they have in Saskatchewan, and after like few weeks, let's say 8 weeks max, I was given my health card, and that is when I was able to assess prenatal care. So, and also when you get here, you need to search for doctor, your family doctor. In some of the eyebrow province like Ontario, it's always a struggle to get a health to get a family doctor. But here in Saskatchewan, it is very flexible. What I did was go online and go and search for the closest clinic around here, and then I was able to find one, and then I go on the website and I search for doctors that are taking patients, and I was so lucky that I got one. So I was assigned to one of a Nigerian doctor that work here. So I then we went for meet and greet. He assessed me and all. Okay, so because it took about 8 weeks for me to get my health card, I couldn't access health. And we called some hospitals here asking if I can come for my prenatal visit, which is antenatal visit back home. And they told me that if I don't have my health card, I will have to pay like, oh, like 1,000 Canadian dollars. And that was so much. It was too much for us to, so we decided to wait for the health card to come. And after like 8 weeks, going on 9 weeks, and then I got my health card, and I was able to go to and access free medical health in Saskatchewan. So when I started my my prenatal visit with a doctor, or let's say when I went to the clinic, the local clinic that we have here in the neighborhood, and then my doctor saw that I was, already far gone in my pregnancy, so he had to refer me to a maternity home. And when I went to the maternity home, I had the best of experience here, guys. Yeah, of course, when I gave birth to my first son in Nigeria, I had a very good experience too with the hospital that we used. But you can never compare the kind of medical attention you have here back home. Like, they are so good. And because I was far gone as well, I had to visit the doctor every week. So and I was always looking forward to it, because you have a one-on-one visit with your midwife, or whatever, whoever you find there. And at every visit, I get to meet different professionals, and they ask me a series of questions about my past pregnancy and this one. So I can say that I have a very good experience with the medical attention I had here when I was pregnant. So every time I meet with different health professionals at the maternity home, I'm asked to, go and to do tests like blood tests, medical checkup, generally, stool tests, lots of tests, just to know that I'm okay, because I just started, and I was already far gone in my pregnancy, so they felt that they need to run all the tests possible, so that they can have, they can know what is going on inside here with my baby, and then me myself, if I'm okay and all. So I was given different kind of forms, to go and take to a lab, because in a maternity home they do not run tests. It's just for you to come, listen to the baby's heartbeats, check you out if you're okay, ask you a series of questions of how you're feeling. Are you depressed? Are you okay with the pregnancy? I'm like, and it was a very good experience, guys. I really love it here. So I was given some form to go and carried out some tests in a laboratory, and I thought I was going to pay, but when I got there, it was for free. All the tests are carried out, both the urine test, glucose test, for them to know the level of glucose in your blood. Also, blood test, just to know your blood type, if it's okay with the pregnancy and all. A lot of tests actually, scan every other week. And the test and the whatever checkups I went for was for free, because I have my health card. If you don't have that health card, there's no way you can access this health care for free. So, guys, it is very important. Even if you're not pregnant, you come into this country. Every visit you go to the doctor, you need to go with your health card, because that is what they can use to, attend to you, give you all the medical care you need for free. After meeting with so many health professionals in the maternity home, I was told that I would need to go to a particular hospital where I would give birth to my baby. Okay, so I'm like, because back in Nigeria, wherever I choose to go for my maternity visit, for maternity checkup, is the place that you give birth automatically. But here in Saskatchewan, I don't know if it is like this in every other province here, but here in Saskatchewan, I was told that I would need to go to Jim Patterson Hospital here to give birth. So it is Jim Patterson Children Hospital. So I was given the name, and then when I got home, I had to Google it up. And then I and my husband one time like that, before I gave birth, we went to the Jim Patterson Hospital to check it out, to know where we are gonna go whenever I am in labor. You don't want to go there when you're in labor, because you would just not, you just be frustrated, with the pain and trying to check it out to know where you're gonna go. So we try to avoid that. So what we did was, one day when we're at home, we decided to drive down to Jim Patterson children hospital. And then we look around, we check their parking slot. We understand that this is where we're going to park our car when we come. We understand that this is the floor that will go when I'm about to give birth. These are the people that will meet, you know. So it's good for you to have that exercise done before you even get into labor. It saves you a lot of struggle and stress that day. You don't want to, you don't want to argue or put uh, a woman who is in labor through any of stress when she is about to give birth. So after our visit to the John Patterson Children's Hospital where I'll give birth, we understand that okay, this is what we're gonna do whenever I'm due and all. Then we came back home and then and I was home for some time because after some time I couldn't continue working because being a healthcare assistant or a personal care aide as is known here is a whole lot. And I have to bend down on my nails, stand up, and then it has to do with lifting people. And at some point my boss have to ask me to not do some kind of work I was given to other people, because according to this constitution here, when you see when a pregnant woman is in your organization, and you just have to find a way to ease your stress. Even you might ask them to stop doing some work that you feel will be stressful to them, and then let them do just a few. It's part of their one of the rules that has been set here in Canada. So I couldn't work for some time too. I was getting close to labor, so I had to stop working. So did I mention that Jim Patterson Hospital is a very beautiful hospital? And not just that, it is also very big. They have two sections, the children's section and the adult section. So because I want to give birth, I had to use the children's section. And guys, believe me when I say that I have a wonderful experience there. When it was time for me to give birth, and I got there, and upon stepping into the hospital, I was welcomed with so much love. Took my maternity bag, and immediately they took me to my room. I didn't have to stay at the over the counter or at the register for them to get my detail. It's like they were already expecting me, and as they're so good with their job here, and everybody I met with over there put on a smile on their face. They make me feel so comfortable. I had the best of experience there, guys. I just have to say this. They are very good to me. They're pleasant. I was treated very, very good. And when it was time for me to give birth, my contraction wasn't coming as I expected. But, I was put in a room. That is a room that I, myself, my husband, and just for my contraction uh, to get to the point that I'll be ready to push. So while I was there, different kind of health professional came to me. Different kind of was attached to my body, trying to hear the baby's heartbeat, checking and all. And different kind of people just come in. Hello, I'm in charge of the baby's ear. The person will come. I'm this, and I'm in charge of the baby's heart. I just want to listen to the baby's heartbeat. Permit me. And every time they talk to me, they wear this beautiful smile, and I had this calm mind. Automatically, I was so calm. I enjoyed every experience, did every bit of it. And when it was time, almost time for me to go to the labor room, the doctor that would, attend to me came to me, and he was all chatty. He was talking, and he told me he has, deliver over 10,000 children. And with that, I know he was really, really overly experienced at this. And I just give myself completely to him. Because I know I'm in safe hands. Someone that have delivered over 10,000 children. Oh my God, this was the best man ever. Like, this is the best doctor that can help me, that can deliver my baby. So I felt safe. I felt so confident that I'm gonna, have a good experience delivering here. And then he told me a different story. He told me different gist, just trying to, calm my temperature. I mean, my blood pressure. Because obviously when you're in labor, you are so crazy. The pain won't let you calm and all. And then the contraction is, you know, I don't want to talk about this because it's a very serious, let's say, experience. But because I have those people around me, I kind of felt good at some point. So when it was time for me to go into the labor room, I was wheeled there. I wasn't allowed to work. I was wheeled there, and then I was asked to push. Mm, ah, oh. Yes, and the baby came, and I was so happy. It was a beautiful baby, a baby boy again. I'm having two boys, so that's it. So I really enjoyed my time there at Jim Patterson Hospital. I said that healthcare is free. Okay, so if you come to Canada to give birth, I think there's another package for you. You're gonna have to pay some money, and your delivery process and all. I don't really know about that yet, but I'm gonna find out. But because I came on a work visa, temporary resident, of course, I give birth for free. Like I said, I didn't get to pay dime. The only thing that my husband paid for was a car park. Every other thing was free. And after giving birth, I was put back into my room that I was checked in before, and then I spent 2 nights there, just for them to check if the baby is fine. They come and check me. Have you wee? Have you poop? Is the baby okay? Check the baby hearings, check the baby heartbeats, check myself, check just things in general. And for the 2 nights, the 2 days that I spent there, I was given food for free. I ate and had fun. They'll come to me, do you want cold water? Can I get you cold water? I'm like, oh, no, I'm fine. And they'll come and check, you every single time, every single moment. They make me feel really good. And one thing again, if you're giving birth in Canada, you have to come with your car seat because you will not be allowed to go home with your baby when carrying him. You're not going to be allowed to carry a baby to your car, or you're not going to leave the hospital without a baby car seat. So when you come with your car seat, the nurse are going to check if the car seat is safe and okay for you to put your baby in. And if it doesn't check all the boxes, you're gonna have to go get another one, because the safety of the baby is very, very paramount and important to them. And another wonderful thing about giving back in Canada is that your baby automatically becomes a Canadian citizen. Yay! Yeah, I know. The baby automatically becomes a Canadian citizen. So I have a citizen as a baby. While the parents, we are still a temporary resident. We are still on the work permit. I was given a closed work permit to work with my employer. My husband was given an open work permit to work with whoever he feels like. And my son was given visitor's visa. So our own status still remains BAM. But my baby is a Canadian citizen, and I'm so happy about that. You coming here as a temporary resident, giving birth for free, and then your baby becoming a Canadian citizen, it's a wonderful thing, and I'm really grateful for that. Okay, guys, before I forget, so while I was in the hospital, after giving birth, we're given a form to fill, and this is the child registration form for his birth certificate. So my husband filled out a form, or pick a name and put the baby's name, first name, last name, and all. So, and after that, the form was taken by one of the nurses, and then I was used to process his birth certificate. Okay, so after 2 nights, the next morning, I checked out from the hospital, went home, and then it's just because it is now just me and the baby and my husband. And because my husband got to work, I can't really bother him so much about the baby's attention. So it was just all on me. Back home when I had my first baby, I had help. In fact, I stayed at my mother-in-law's place, and she took care of me and the baby. But here, it is just me and the baby. Lots of sleepless night. No one to call. Nobody to call as family. Come and help me with the baby or Mugo and all. It was just me and the baby. But it was a beautiful experience. And, I took charge. I was able to do everything, trying to be a mama. And I took care of everything. So after 2 months of having my baby, we received a physical mail from the National Health Insurance, and that means that they actually sent my son's birth certificate, and it looks so beautiful. And that's it. So Well, we haven't applied for his passport because we're not traveling anytime soon. So we just let that rest. So whenever we're ready, we just apply for passport and then we get it. But for now, we have the birth certificate, and that is enough to claim that he is a Canadian citizen. So that's it. And I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I do, because it actually gave me the feel of what I went through, how comfortable I was. It was a very good experience for me. So that is the end of today's video, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. I hope you enjoyed this video once more, and after subscribing to my channel, click on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And I'll be leaving you for now. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.